Very good afternoon to all. Thank you for being here today. Welcome to Tally CA Connect. Our today's topic of discussion is very relevant, keeping in mind the audit season. We have with us our Tally evangelist, CA Pankaj Deshpande. Pankaj ji is one of our prime speaker at this forum, and I'm sure a very popular one. He's a practicing chartered accountant for over 20 years now. He says training is his passion as well as profession. He has done numerous trainings at various forums, and especially he's a visiting faculty at ICI offices. And today, once again, Pankaj ji has come up with a very useful topic. He will showcase the unique features of our latest offering, TallyPrime 3.0, to make your audit easy and effective. And since we have a very good audience, I will really request that please put in your questions in Q&A so that we can make sure and keep a track of all the queries being answered. Thank you so much. Over to you, Pankaj ji.
Thank you very much, Komalji. This is, I think, my 5th interaction on this forum.
Wow, that's great.
Yes, probably 5th interaction, and I always love to be a speaker at Tally Forum, official Tally Forum. People call it that we are official partners. I am an official partner with Tally for speaking as well as discussing about Tally. Tally is not only my profession, it is my passion also. And I always used to say that people like me, that is some of the chartered accountants or most of the chartered accountants, they do not like Tally, rather they love Tally. Because
of course, sir.
Yes.
Thank you so much for taking out time from a very busy schedule. I understand keeping in mind the audit time also. So we'll keep to the point till 4:30 p.m. and we'll make sure that we finish the course.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, people can ask me questions regarding the topic during the session also. If it is a relevant question as far as that particular point is concerned, I will answer that question immediately. And if it is a little bit irrelevant, I'm not saying totally irrelevant, if it is not so relevant with that particular point, I will answer it later on. But it will be my sincere effort to answer each and every query during the session itself only. So let us start.
So you can keep a track in Q&A itself, so that आप Q&A को खोल के रख लीजिए.
Yes, Q&A is also available, no problem at all. Oh. And in case you find anything difficult, you can definitely type in the chat box. I hope the audio and video is okay. Let me check it once again. I am just blowing in the mic. I'm trying to check which mic is working, because currently there are 3 types of mics. One is the mic included in camera. The other one is mic that is built-in mic of laptop, and third is this is the outside mic. I'm just testing whether this mic is working. Did you feel the blow? I'm blowing. No.
So the audio is still clear, whichever mic is working. So
okay.
that
because this is a professional mic, high quality mic. I wanted to use this mic only. I think probably this is working. Just give me a few seconds only. Yes, it is working. Okay. Audio is good. Okay. So let us start. Super fast audit with latest TallyPrime 3.0. This is the topic today. And we will be understanding how we can start audit, how we can do some special activities during the audit, because audit is a very, very big topic and it cannot be discussed in just a time frame of 90 minutes. But I am definitely going to give you certain points which will be really helpful for you. And I hope most of the audience is chartered accountants here, or they are connected with chartered accountant offices, the staff from chartered accountant office. So they must be knowing what is audit, but still to have all the people on the same platform, I'm going to ask certain questions and I'm going to make it very clear in the beginning itself. What is audit? Very simple question. What is audit? Basically, what is audit? The definition of audit is going to decide what we are going to do in Tally as far as audit is concerned. Sir, please keep session in mix of Hindi and English if possible. Thank you. Now, one more question that I was about to ask you. Are there any participants who do not understand Hindi at all? Because I am comfortable in 3 languages, Hindi, Marathi and English. Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Kannada, I don't know. So is there anybody who doesn't understand Hindi at all? This is my question. If yes, type no Hindi in the chat box. Satyaranga says prefer English. Okay. Yes, Hindi.
I'm asking keeping in mind this is a pan India, let's keep it English only. For people
Okay.
who have a query, they can ask directly in Hindi. So that would be fine.
Okay. Doesn't matter. Okay. Doesn't matter. So what is audit? Let us discuss this question in few seconds only. What is audit? Audit is something related to mistakes. What we do in audit, identifying the mistakes or deviations. So a deviation may not be a mistake and mistake may not be a deviation. There are these separate concepts. Mistake is something else, deviation is something else. So identifying the mistakes or deviation from or in accounting data. This is called as audit as far as we are concerned today, as far as Tally is concerned today, in for today's session. You may have a legal definition, official definition of audit, book definition of audit. I am not going into that definition. And the purpose of audit is not only to identify the mistakes or deviation, but to correct it at the same time also. Because because what happens when we perform the audit, we are bound to identify the errors. There might be some errors, errors are bound to be there, because we are all humans and we commit mistakes. To err is human, and in the process we identify the mistakes, and wherever it is possible to correct, we should correct it, and we do correct it. So do we commit mistakes? The answer is yes. There are three answers. Do we commit the mistake? Some of you may say that yes, some of you may say no, and some of you may have third answer. What will be the third answer? What will be the third answer? Maybe yes. Okay. Some of you may say that I don't know whether I commit a mistake, because my mistakes will be identified by somebody else. I cannot identify my mistakes. So some of you might be thinking like this: I don't know whether I commit mistake. Types of mistakes. What type of mistakes we commit in audit? We means the people who are doing accounting work. What type of mistakes they may commit? The mistake may be a quantitative mistake, or mistake may be a qualitative mistake. Now, before we start working in Tally, as far as today's session is concerned, we must identify the what type of mistakes can be committed, what type of mistakes, and what type of mistakes can be identified through Tally. Qualitative mistake and quantitative mistake. So what is a quantitative mistake? Can anybody tell me? What is a quantitative mistake? What is a quantitative mistake? Can anybody suggest? Can anybody tell me what is a quantitative mistake? Most of you are chartered accountants. Connected with figures, absolutely right. Hari Shankar, S, absolutely right. Effect of mistake can be measured in terms of numbers. You can measure the effect of the mistake in numbers. That is called as quantitative mistake. And second point is that it affects balance sheet or profit and loss account, or both. It affects either balance sheet or profit and loss account, or both. Now, what is a qualitative mistake? Now you can estimate, you can understand what is a qualitative mistake. Let me tell you some of the examples of quantitative mistake. That is, writing the amount incorrectly. Instead of writing rupees 1 lakh, you are typing rupees 10,000. So it is a quantitative mistake. It is going to affect the balance sheet as well as profit and loss account. Now, what is a qualitative mistake? Can anybody tell? What is a qualitative mistake? Can anybody tell me? I'm waiting. Yes, thank you very much for your response. Wrong grouping, Rajesh Agrawal. Wrong heads, error in classification, misrepresentation of facts. Wrong grouping is going to affect your balance sheet. Please remember, either balance sheet or profit and loss account, or sometimes both. So wrong grouping is a quantitative mistake. I am talking about qualitative mistake. The mistake, the effect of which cannot be measured in terms of number, point number one, and point number two, does not affect trial balance or profit and loss account. For example, it is actually not a mistake, it is a deviation. For example, you are paying TDS late after the due date. It is a matter of audit for us, but actually it is not a quantitative deviation or quantitative mistake. So mostly we will be dealing about, mostly I'm saying mostly we will be dealing about quantitative mistakes or deviation. We will not be dealing so much about qualitative mistakes. Error of principle, okay, very good. So how the mistakes can be identified? Before that, let us understand the audit stages. And those who are thinking that we are here to discuss about Tally and we are viewing PowerPoint screen, please be patient. We will be discussing about Telescreen. We will be working with Telescreen only. But before that, let me make it clear. Let me make it clear for all that what type of process we are going to follow as far as today's session is concerned. Audit stages. When we talk about audit stages, there are three audit stages. Please remember, stage number one is before audit. Stage number two is during audit, and stage number three is after audit. So what we are supposed to do before audit, during audit, and after audit? There are few tasks to be completed before audit, there are few tasks to be completed after audit, and there are so many tasks which are to be completed during audit itself, means during. Okay, let us move. Stage one, before audit. As far as Tally is concerned, what we should do before the audit, what we should do? First of all, it is our responsibility to take control over data. It is a very common and known fact. Still, I am telling this to you because many times we miss this fact, or we know it, but we forget to tell it to our staff. Because many times they start audit, they do audit, and in the end, they come to us for finalization. Before we start the audit, it is our responsibility to take control over data, that is take the data backup and lock the data. Lock the data means it should be locked for backdated entries, alteration, modification, etc. This is a part of security control in Tally. It is already available in Tally, and I am not going to discuss this today because it is not my topic today. Before audit means you should lock the data. Once you lock the data, it will be easy for you to conduct the audit, and nobody will be able to modify the data without your permission. So this is stage number one. What is stage number two? During audit, what you should do during the audit? There are so many tips and tricks, but I am classifying all the tips and tricks as far as auditing in Tally concerned is in two parts. What are these two parts? Part number one, that is the conventional tricks, regular tricks which are already available in Tally ERP9 as well as TallyPrime 2.1 also. And this is part number one. And the part number two is the tricks and tips which are available in TallyPrime 3.0 only. Means these tricks, tips are not available in earlier releases of Tally. These are available in 3.0 only. So basically, there are two reports which we have to audit and which we have to certify. These two reports are, everybody knows these two reports, as well as two types of data will always be there. Whenever we talk about auditing in Tally, there will be two types of data. Accounting data is stored in two parts in Tally, and this is the same for all the softwares, not only Tally. What are these two reports? Everybody knows. I'm not spending much amount of time on this. First is balance sheet and other is profit and loss account. So you need to focus on these two aspects only, these two reports only. We have to focus on these two aspects, these two reports, profit and loss and balance sheet. How we can go about it, let us try to understand. What are the two sets of data I'm talking about? In Tally, the data is stored in two parts. What are these two parts called? Can anybody tell me in the chat box? Accounting data is stored in two parts in Tally, not only in Tally, in any type of accounting software. Accounting data is stored in two parts only. What are these two parts called? And at the time of audit, we need to focus. We need to focus on these two parts. We have to think about these two parts. Very good. I'm getting the chat. Masters and transactions. Absolutely right, Sudhakaran KV. Yes, Sudhakaranji, thank you. It is not debit or credit. It is master data and transaction data. Data is stored in two parts. First part is called as master data. Other part is called as non-master data or transaction data. So we have to audit the both type of data, master data as well as non-master data. Now, two types of audit intentions are there. Two types of audit intentions are there. I will be discussing about both the intentions. Please remember. Whenever a chartered accountant thinks about audit, what does he think, or in which direction he thinks? He thinks in one particular direction. What is that one particular direction? Whenever a chartered accountant is thinking about audit, it is only statutory, and many a times we people, I am including myself into this group, we people forget the business aspect. We should also give some importance to this aspect also, that is business aspect, whether the business is on right track, whether our client is doing business in the most appropriate way and optimized way. Is he using all the resources in an optimum possible way? This should also be one of the criteria for auditing, but due to the pressure of statutory aspects, we tend to forget about the business aspect. So statutory aspect is important, at the same time business aspect is also important for us. Profit and loss account. Now let us check what we can do as far as profit and loss account is concerned. The most important figure in profit and loss account is, which is the most important figure? Let me know in the chat box from your side. Transactions. Okay, one answer. Sohan Lal Kochar. Sales. Okay, Arindam Das. Atul Mittal. Sales. Okay. Mohammed C. Profit or loss. Revenue, sales, purchase, net profit. Pradeep Kumar Bagdi. Okay, very good. Thank you very much, Pradeep ji. Thank you very much, Mohammed ji. Please remember, whenever we see the profit and loss account, as far as the owner is concerned, the most important point is net profit only. And as far as statutory angle is concerned, again, it is the most important point. Why it is the most important point? Because SSC or our client has to pay income tax on this amount. So net profit must be correct for owner as well as for statutory purpose also. Now what we can do as far as profit and loss is concerned, so many things are there. Net profit is important, and after net profit there is one more important figure in profit and loss account, that is gross profit. Gross profit is something which doesn't change regularly or frequently. If your gross profit ratio is 20%, by and large it should be 20%. And as far as our tax audit report is concerned, we have to write this figure in report also. We have to write the current year's gross profit ratio as well as previous year's gross profit ratio. And this gross profit ratio is dependent on one particular thing, which is again ignored. What is that one particular thing? That is closing stock value. So closing stock value is again important thing for us. Now auditing technique. Let me share my Telescreen with you, and with Telescreen we will understand what we can do with Tally. Now these are some of the conventional techniques. Later on I will be discussing about unconventional things that are available in TallyPrime only. Now just a minute, before I forget, many a times I forget this particular thing. Let me tell you one particular thing, just a minute. I am giving you a link in the chat box. You can use this link for yourself as well as your staff also. This is a free TallyPrime course by me to all of you. You may consider it as a gift from my side or Tally side. You may click on this link, register for the course, and just come back to the session once again. This is the link given to you. You can click on the link, register, and come back to the session. Till that time, we will move forward. We will not spend time for waiting. I have shared the link. This is a TallyPrime course. You can click. It is a free of cost course gift to all of you. Yes. Yes. This is my Telescreen. I hope my Telescreen is visible to you. If it is not visible, you can type in the chat box.
Visible, sir.
Yes. Komalji, is it visible?
Sir. Yes.
Okay. So this is my TallyPrime screen. I have opened one company. The current period is 1st April 22 to 31st March 23. This is the audit period for which we have to perform certain actions regarding audit, and we have to complete it. Now let us go to profit and loss account. I told you that the most important figure in the profit and loss account is the net profit. Okay, net profit. Let us see the net profit. It is something 6,64,000, whatever it may be. Now, there are few techniques with which you can very easily identify the mistakes, or with which you can identify whether this amount is correct or not to a large extent. I am not saying that you will be able to identify it with 100% accuracy, but to a large extent, it is very easy for us to identify are there any mistakes in accounting. First is called as trend analysis. This is something what we have studied as a CA student during CA intermediate examination or CA final also. But we many a times tend to forget the basics, and many a times we do not know how to use the basics, how to apply these basics in Tally or in any other software. Today we are going to discuss about Tally only, so let us discuss about Tally. Trend analysis. Trend analysis is what we have learned during our studentship, during our articleship. So this is a profit and loss account. What type of trends are there in this profit and loss account? To understand the trend, there is a button here. The button is named as auto column. I am clicking on this button, and let us go to the monthly option. I am going to monthly option, and inside monthly option, you can check the comparative profit and loss account for each month, and you will be able to identify the trend. Identify the trend, the sales amount, identify the sales amount, and then identify the profit amount also. Now here we are getting 46,000 minus, means it is a loss here. Why there is a loss? Now what is the amount of highest profit in any month? Let us identify the highest profit in any month. Here the loss is 10,93,000 minus in the month of March. Some it is minus also here, 2,69,000. So why there is a loss? Is there any decline in sales? Whether the sales are booked in the next month, whether there is a gross loss or net loss only. These types of questions can be asked on the basis of this particular trend analysis, that is the monthly profit and loss account. Now you can do one more thing here to analyze this profit and loss account in a better way. You can do one more thing. There is a button here, F12 configure. This is a very wonderful button Tally has provided. I always say this, whenever you find anything difficult in Tally, whenever you are stuck in Tally and you do not know what to do, you need help in our personal life. Now let me tell you something. In our personal life, let us assume that we are in trouble. Whenever we are in trouble and we are not able to get the solution, what do we do? I am asking you, if you are in trouble and you are not finding any solution, what do you normally do? What we people normally do? What we normally do? Forget about Tally. I am talking about personal life. Rajesh ji, absolutely right. Ask for help. We ask somebody for help. Rajesh ji says that God. Yes, absolutely right. Whenever we are in trouble and we are not able to solve the problem, the ultimate solution is God only. We look at the God and we try to take the help. Call our gurus. Okay, I am talking about the situation where gurus are not working. You are not able to work. Then what you would do? This is the question. Consult someone. Nobody is available for consultation, or the consultation is not working. So whenever we are in trouble, take the Google. Okay, this is ask dad. Okay. So Google is a new god today. People go to Google, ask the question, and in most of the cases, we get the answer from Google. Okay, very good. Absolutely right. Google is a very big guru, right? But now I am telling you about a situation where nothing is working. In that case, we just pray to the God and we try to find some solution. Anupama Agrawal, please repeat the command. Okay, doesn't matter. I am repeating the command. I am pressing escape. I am going to profit and loss account. This is gateway of Telescreen. I am going to profit and loss account. This is profit and loss account. And I am clicking on this auto column button. You might have seen this auto column button at least 1,000 times. But how to use this auto column button? Again, it is a matter of some sort of study, some sort of skill. I am going to this monthly option. Here you can go 4-week, month, daily, fortnightly, half yearly, monthly, quarterly, stock valuation methods, weekly or yearly. I am selecting the option week, monthly here. I was talking about whenever we are in trouble, we go to the God. We go to the God means we seek the help from the God and we just pray God. In Tally, I'm telling you this one particular point. In Tally, if you are in trouble and you do not know how to solve this problem, there are two gods in Tally. Two gods in Tally. In most of the cases, these two gods will help you. What are the names of these two gods? You might have heard Ram Rahim. There are Ram Rahim in Tally also. Two gods in Tally. What are these two gods named in Tally? Can anybody tell me? बहुत बढ़िया, absolutely. Shreya Solanki, Avinash Ravani, Sudhakaran KV, Rajesh Agrawal, Manoj Agrawal. Yes, absolutely right. Anchit Agrawal. In Tally, there are two gods. One is called as F11, other is called as F12. You just press F11 or F12. In most of the cases, you will get the solution. So I am trying to analyze this profit and loss account further. How to analyze? Just press F12. Remember the God, seek the help from the God. I am pressing configure and there is an option here, show percentages. I am clicking on, I am saying yes, show percentages, and I am pressing enter, enter, enter and accept. After clicking on this show percentages, what I am getting 35%, 35.91% is the profit, gross profit ratio for the month of April. It is 23% for the month of May. Now let us check. It is 25.13, 10.93, 10.93 is something surprising. First month 35% and now it is 10%, surprising. Now 26%, okay. 13%, okay, doesn't matter. Here it is 80% in the month of October. The gross profit ratio never changes to such a drastic extent. Has there anything special? Had there anything special in this one particular month? What we have sold, 80% gross profit ratio, something is fishy. Definitely you can now go inside and check it. It is 23%, 29%, 36%, 23%, 32%. Okay. So all the months are okay except 2 months. In one particular month, it is 10% and one particular month, it is 80%. So is there anything? Kuch to gadbad hai daya. And one more beautiful thing about Tally is that you can press F12, you can get these percentages anywhere in any report, in balance sheet, in profit and loss account, wherever you wish, you can have percentages. So you can analyze the trends. Analyzing the trend is something what we have studied in our student life. But how to analyze the trend in Tally? How to apply this knowledge? This is what to learn in this today's session. Now, this is something about trend analysis. This trend analysis can be done. Achha, one more thing, let me tell you about trend analysis. One more thing. Let us go to this indirect expenses. I am going inside indirect expenses. I am pressing enter, and after pressing the enter on indirect expenses, what I am getting? I am getting the complete list of all the indirect expenses here. Now again, I can go deeper and analyze. Let us say repairs and maintenance. It is 2,53,000 here. It is 1,70,000. It is 69. It is 21. It is 0 in this one particular month. It is 20,000. 0, 0, 50,000. It is 4,80,000. What type of repairs you are conducting in this particular company? Salary, the salary amount should be by and large same. The electric bill should be by and large same. Telephone bill should be by and large the same amount for all the 12 months. Is it so, or is there any a very big up and down? Such type of questions, queries can be raised by trend analysis. So trend analysis works in any type of report in Tally, any type of report. And if you want to have a detailed trend analysis, you just press enter, go inside, and once again start the analysis. New features are also coming. I think probably you have joined little late. I already told you that some of the features are there in Tally ERP 9 also, but these are really important from audit angle. And in first part, I am discussing this feature. In second part, I will be discussing the features which are available in TallyPrime 3.0 only. So please be patient. Exceptions, this is again also available earlier also. I will not be spending much time on this. Let me tell you, many times people forget to use these exceptions. Just go to display more reports, exception reports. Inside exception reports, there are two very important reports for us. One is called as negative stock, other is called as negative ledgers. Negative stock, anybody can understand. There is no negative stock in this company. And negative ledgers means the ledger which should have debit balance but having a credit balance. The ledger should have credit balance but currently having a debit balance. So debit instead of credit and credit instead of debit. If this is the case, there might be something fishy and there might be some audit material for you. You can go inside and analyze these. High, low. This is again available in Tally and it is available for all the reports. I am not explaining the Tally features to you. Currently, I am explaining the audit features, means audit techniques which can be used in Tally. So high-low analysis. This high-low analysis can also be done in any type of report. Any type of report means let us go to daybook report. Inside daybook, we can get the daybook for the whole year, and inside daybook, we can check all the vouchers. We can check all the vouchers. And before we start the audit, we can estimate what type of, where should be the focus of our audit, how to go about it. So how to go about it, let me explain. Those who are already working in Tally, they might be knowing it, but I know that this is a mixed audience and I have to take care of each and every participant. There are more than 250 participants and I do not want anybody to feel left out. Again, I am remembering my God here. I am pressing F12. Before start of the audit, you can go to this F12 configure and you can do one thing. I have opened daybook report, and inside daybook report, you can check amount decreasing or amount increasing. Let us say amount decreasing. At the time of starting the audit, at the time of ending the audit, you can do this activity. You can repeat this activity. Amount decreasing or increasing. What is its significance? Which is the voucher with highest amount? We will identify the voucher with highest amount. And if it is the voucher which is really important for us, the highest amount of voucher will always be important for us. We will identify the voucher and we will trace the voucher from zero to end. That is called as audit trail. So this is the report where we are able to view all the vouchers in amount wise decreasing order. Now let us check the highest amount of voucher. This has gone to optional. This is a regular voucher, 5,17,000, 4,83,000, 3,50,000. So this is the voucher. Now you can estimate how much time you should focus, how much time you should allow for this particular audit. What type of voucher should be analyzed first? Now you can go inside, if it is a sales voucher, whether the money is received, whether the GST is calculated, etc., etc. You can do your auditing actions. You can perform auditing actions on this particular voucher. Now, if you wish to ignore certain particular part of transaction, you can go to the bottom and check 1 paisa, 1 paisa, 2 paisa, 6 paisa, 7 paisa, 9 paisa. It is not relevant for us. We can ignore it definitely. Now, the first part is over. There are so many other things which are available in Tally as far as audit is concerned. There is a full-fledged audit feature in Tally, which is already there since last so many years, and it is not the part of TallyPrime 3.0 only. It is available in Tally 3.0 also, but it had been there since last so many years. One is for qualitative audit, one is for quantitative audit. So many features are there, but I am not discussing these features. I am discussing the new features, which is available in TallyPrime 3.0 only. Now, those who are working with Tally since last many years, they might have used filters in Tally. Filters. Is there anybody who has not used filters in Tally? If yes, then let me know in the chat box. Rajesh Agrawalji, have you not used filters in Tally? I am not asking. Okay, you have not used filters. I have not used much. Anupama Agrawal. Okay, doesn't matter. Not used. Okay, very good. If you have not used filter, just type not used in the chat box, because I can direct my session accordingly, because many times I may mistake in assuming that you know this through range features. Okay, range features not used. See Umesh Kumar Jethani, Rachna, Nishant Agrawal, Anu Sethi, Dikshita, Ashish Shahu. No, not heard at all. Okay, very good. Rajesh Kumar Sangvi, not used. I am not talking about Tally 3.0, TallyPrime 3.0. I am talking about earlier versions. I am assuming that you have not used Tally 3.0. Not used. Okay, Prashant Verma. So use F12. Yes, yes. Filters means Ultra F12 feature, Ultra F12. Now the Tally has totally changed this feature. Saifuddin, Tara Jain used. Okay. So I think majority of you have not used. Even if you have used, you will find something very new and something very exciting, and you can go on asking questions on this one particular feature only, one particular feature. Now I'm going to discuss about one particular feature only, but this discussion will be from 16 different directions. 16 different directions. So we will be discussing it with 16 different types of questions. And if you have few more questions about filters, you can ask these questions definitely. So some of the new fields, Tally has added variety of new fields in these filters. What are these new fields? First of all, again, a simple question to all of you. If you have used TallyPrime 3.0, just type 3.0 in the Tally in the chat box. For any reason, not about filters, not about audit, for any reason, if you have used Tally 3.0 or using currently 3.0, just type 3.0 in the chat box. Yes. Manoj, Manish, Monish, Avinash, Sanu, Amit Rai, Umesh Kumar, Arpit, Dikshita, currently using 3.0. Okay. Darshan Jain, Prashant Verma, Vishwanath. Okay, very good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your response. So I am very happy that all of you, most of you are using 3.0. So my talk will be more relevant now. First of all, voucher numbering series name. This is a new addition to this filter. I am telling you about some of the fields because there are so many fields. At least 60-70 new fields have been added by Tally, and I will be telling you about few fields only. You can explore these fields on your own, but I'm going to give you small directions. The direction with which you can go ahead in auditing. Voucher numbering series name. This is a new field, not available in previous releases. Order number, new field. Then reference date, new field. Supplier debit or credit note number, this is a new field. Voucher effective date, new field. Ledger description, it was not available earlier. Parent group name, which was badly needed. Parent group name. Can anybody tell me about this parent word? What is parent? What is parent in Tally? Because parent word is not visible in Tally software on the screen. You won't find this word in any menu in Telescreen. So what is a parent? Original group. Okay, very good, Vishwanath Nayak. Let me explain this parent with a small example. Main group under which a group have been created. Absolutely right. Head ledger for sub ledger. Absolutely right. Arpit Chobe, Anchit Agrawal. Yes, absolutely right. Default group by Tally. Okay, Aman Jaju. Aman Jaju, are you from Amravati? Data under current assets. Okay. Now let me tell you one small example. What is those who do not know what is a parent group? In Tally, there is a group called as sundry debtors. Inside sundry debtors, you can create further groups. For example, you are dealing pan India, your customers are across India, spread across India, and you want to create variety of groups for your customers. For example, there is a group called as sundry debtors. Inside this sundry debtor, you can create north debtors, south debtors, east debtors, west debtors. These are the four groups. Under West debtors, you can create groups according to states, means Maharashtra debtors, Gujarat debtors, Goa debtors. These are the three groups for three states. Inside Maharashtra, you can create district-wise groups. For example, Nagpur debtors, Chandrapur debtors, Mumbai debtors, Pune debtors, Aurangabad debtors, etc. And inside that, you can create a ledger. So parent is the primary group of that particular ledger. So you can filter according to parent also. This was not available earlier and it was badly needed because many times filtering was extremely difficult because of this particular point. Now similarly, just like parent group name, Tally has provided one more offer, one more option, that is discount. Just like parent group means, yes, for stock item as well as ledger, for both it is available. Now filtering has become very easy due to this discount percentage. This was not available earlier, now it is available. Stock parent name, it is also available for ledger as well as stock, for both it is available. Parent cost center name is also available. Earlier, forget about the parent means. Now it is available for stock item, ledger as well as cost center. Those who are using cost center, they will find really useful. Party mailing name, this new field is added by Tally. Then consignee name is again added by Tally. Party state is also added by Tally. Earlier it was not available. Consignee state is also added by Tally. So many new fields, at least more than 50 fields have been added by Tally, but I am giving you an example of few fields only. Now, how to use these fields in Tally? How to use these fields? What is this? What is this? Can anybody tell me? Female 007. Shoot. Aiming at God. Shooting. Target focusing. Gun shooting. Troubleshooting. Ravi Saurav. Control F plus F5. Target filtering. Yes. Now you have got my intentions clear. Focusing and aiming. Woman 007 is not the correct answer. Aiming on your target is the correct answer. Now, what I intend to say through this photograph, I intend to say the word query shooting. What is audit? Audit is nothing but query shooting. I have given you something else. I have some other definition about audit, that is identifying or finding the mistakes. Should correct. Okay. Audit definition is okay, but audit activity, please remember what is audit activity. What do we do in audit activity? What is the actual work that we do in audit activity? The actual work in audit activity is this photograph only, that is query shooting. We just go on shooting the queries. Now I am giving you a small tip. This is absolutely not connected with Tally. It is connected with audit only. If you want to be a good auditor, you can pass on this tip to your staff also. I know I am speaking in front of the chartered accountants, so most of you may not need it, but your staff definitely needs this tip. I already told you that many times we know things, but we forget to use these things. For point number one, we have the tools, but we forget to use the tool. Secondly, many times we have the tool, we know, we remember that we have to use the tools, but we do not know how to use the tools. So I'm going to give you a small tip about audit. This tip can be passed on to your staff. This is query shooting. Go on shooting the queries, and when you find that this particular query, this particular question is irrelevant, this particular question is a very silly like question, then do ask that question. first to yourself only, first to yourself, and then try to find out the answer. And if you do not get the answer, then go to the other person and then ask him the query. This is something taught to me by my principal during the articleship period. There is one professional guru also for me who is a chartered accountant only. He has taught me that whenever you want to do a better audit, just go and shoot the queries. If you feel that this question is childish question, silly like question, foolish question, then do definitely ask that question, because many a times so many things can be unearthed with the help of these foolish like questions. Now, I am going to ask you the question and I am going to answer the question itself. Let us go ahead with questions. Query shooting. Sales invoices not uploaded in GSTR1. Is it something really important for us? Because in case of audit, the majority of area is GST only. Majority of area is GST only. Nishan ji says yes. Rajesh Agrawal ji yes. Shreya Solanki yes. Prabhakar Pathak yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much for your response. Sales invoices not uploaded in GSTR1. I will show you the demo of this and I will tell you how you can do this. I'm going to explain it in the form of text also so that you remember it. Now, sales invoices not uploaded in GSTR1. Where to find sales invoices? You can find sales invoices in statistics report as well as the sales register also. These are the two reports where you will get the sales invoices. I hope my tally screen is visible again. I have changed the screen. Tally 3.0, TallyPrime 3.0 has got a very beautiful feature that is available only in TallyPrime and not in previous versions. Let us go to this display more reports, then statement of accounts, and then go to statistics report. Inside statistics report, you can check what are the sales voucher types, different types of sales voucher types which are used by your client. For that purpose, again, you can go and check. Here there are some voucher types: sales, sales AV, sales GST, and sales order, sales TM. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 voucher types with the word or text containing sales. This is sales order, so it is irrelevant for us. And sales GST is the only voucher type where there is a data. One more thing you can do, you can go to this F12 button, you can remember your board, and what you can do, sort by default voucher. I am saying yes, sort by default voucher. Now you will be able to get the voucher types which are placed under the primary type sales. So inside sales, there are 4 different voucher types, but only one voucher type is having the sales for the entries. No other voucher is having sales entry. So this is, initially I told you to take the control over data. Now we know what are the voucher types, where the entries are there. Do we observe circular trading through Tally? I could not understand your question. Circular trading. What do you mean by circular trading? Can you please explain? Now let us go inside. Inside this, I am going inside March month, and inside March month, I want to identify how many vouchers are reconciled with GST portal. You can reconcile your GSTR1 vouchers with GSTR1 in portal. What you can do, you can go to this apply filter. This button is available only in TallyPrime 3.0. I am clicking on this button and I am typing reconciled. Spelling must be correct, please remember. Spelling mistakes are not allowed here. Now earlier what we used to do, we used to press Alt F12 and there were some questions asked by Tally like doctors. Just like doctors, whenever you go to the doctor and you tell them your problem, they keep on asking questions to you. If you say my stomach is paining, they may say that what is the time, where it is spinning, is it in upper part, lower part, left hand side, right hand side? You say it is on left hand side. Then they asked you the second question, what is the time, how much, for how long it pains, does it pain for all the 24 hours or during a particular time only? You may say that it pains during for 1 or 2 hours maximum. In 1 or 2 hours means, is it morning time, evening time, or afternoon time? Doctors go on asking questions to us many a times, and we get irritated due to these questions. Earlier, the filters in Tally were very good, but still Tally is a company, Tally is a software, it is a culture in Tally to make things more and more simpler for users. Actually, it was not needed even to think about simplifying the filters when the filters were working very good. But at Tally, I have observed this culture when I met the managing director of Tally, that is Mr. Tejas Goenka. I met him thrice, many times, and every time I found out that he has an urge to make his software more and more simple for the users. That's why they have introduced this absolutely different style of filtering. Now user need not bother about the conditions, he just type whatever he wants to type. I want to type reconcile, I'm pressing enter, and after pressing enter, I will get the vouchers which are reconciled with GST portal. So these are the vouchers reconciled with portal. So what are the vouchers which are not reconciled? We are interested in not reconciled. So what are the vouchers which are not reconciled? Filters are working in very excellent way. I know some of you are very impatient to look at the feature, know about the feature, and I am talking something else about doctors, about stomach pain. But please try to remember that Tally has taken huge amount of pain to introduce these features. I am a chartered accountant as well as a software consultant also. I have developed a software on my own. That's why I know what it takes to develop a software, what it takes to add a feature. So you can filter in the most simple way. This is one way. Now let us press escape and do it once again. I am going to this apply filter. Apply filter, I am just typing reconciled and I am pressing enter. After pressing enter, I am getting certain result, and if I wish to know what is this result for, ye hai kya, I want to know. CAs are very patient. Ankur Agrawal, thank you very much, Ankur ji. So if I wish to know what is this all about, what filter I have applied, because I am not remembering what type of filter I have applied, I can go here, filter details, I am clicking here. Now GST status, GSTR1 reconciled and looked for reconciled. This is what I have filtered, what I have searched. Now let us do one more filtering. I am pressing Control F once again. So instead of pressing Control F, let me click here because it will be easy for you to understand. Apply filter. I am typing system. Why system? Because this is the text used by Tally, system inferred. I am pressing enter. These are the vouchers which are not reconciled. Now you may probably be thinking about what is this system, what is this reconciled, how we would come to know about it, whether it is a reconciled or not reconciled. Now let us go to the GSTR1 report of Tally. Let us go to display, then statutory reports. Inside statutory reports, GST report. Inside this GSTR1, I am going to GSTR1, and inside GSTR1 you can match each and every voucher with portal. This facility is given by Tally. Now I am clicking here on return view. Inside return view, these are the 35 vouchers. Let me change the period, I'm making it March to March. Then I'm going inside this 49. Inside 49, I am this is GST number wise or party wise. I am clicking on voucher wise, and inside voucher wise, I am showing you how this reconcile or not reconciled work. Now this is the voucher Encon system set GST status. I am clicking on this. It is a reconciled voucher, and if I press space bar here, I will get all the options here. System inferred means no work has been done on this particular voucher. It is not reconciled or reconciled. Tally doesn't know anything about this voucher, whether it is a reconciled or not reconciled. So you can search according to this. System inferred, excluded, exported, mismatch, not exported, not reconciled. Not sorry, reconcile. So these are the options available, and it is your job, it is our job, rather our job as an auditor, to get this done from the accountant. And for this purpose you need to train your staff. Please remember, you know everything, that is okay, but what about your staff? You are not going to do the work, your staff has to do the work. So it is our responsibility to train our staff to this extent, and that's why Tally has arranged this session. So this way you can filter it. So GST reconciliation is the most important factor for us. This is point number one. We have to discuss 16 different points. Purchase invoices not appearing in GSTR 2A. Is it something really important for us? Prabhakar Pathak, Shreya Solanki, Lakshminath Setti, yes, Rajesh, Nishant Agrawal. No, not important. Nishanji, is it not important? I thought that 2B is much important. So you can do it for 2B, 2A both. I am just giving you one example. GSTR 2B. But please remember, 2B is important for that particular month only. Before you file GSTR 3B, 2B is important. But once you file GSTR 3B, the relevance of 2B is not there. At the end of the year, you have to match all the vouchers with 2A only. 2A is more important than 2B at the end. But before you file 3B, 2B is more important. So how to do it? Purchase invoices not appearing in GSTR 2A. Again, the same report we have to check, statistics report. We can go to statistics report and check it. Let us go to this. Display more reports, then statement of accounts, then statistics. You can do it from purchase register also, that is not an issue. I am showing it through statistics. In statistics, there are purchase vouchers, 437 vouchers are there. I am opening the April month. Inside April month, I am just clicking on this apply filter, and after applying filter, system inferred, I may or may not write system inferred. So these are the vouchers which are not reconciled so far. It is quite possible that these vouchers are appearing in your 2A, but Tally doesn't know anything about it. So you need to identify these vouchers first in Tally and then go to portal and check it. You can import the complete GSTR 2A as well as 2B JSON file in Tally. That is also possible. But after importing, you as an auditor, because importing is not your job as an auditor, it is not your job, it is the job of accountant who has to do it. But after importing, our job, your job, my job is to identify, are there any vouchers which are still not reconciled. And please remember, these vouchers are as good as cash for the SSE, cash for the dealer. So if you are identifying these vouchers and if you are helping the client to get input tax credit of these vouchers, your client is getting benefited directly, financial benefit. This is something which is the intention of business audit, not a statutory audit, even if it is a part of statutory audit, but it is basically intended towards business. So this is system inferred. We have got the report for these vouchers, that these vouchers are not appearing in GSTR 2A, or at least Tally doesn't know whether these are appearing or not. We have to check it manually or through automation. Also possible, it is possible, but we have to know whether these vouchers are appearing on GST portal. Expenses without GST. Are there any expenses where no GST is there? Is it something important for us? For this operation, internet is must at its online. No, not at all. Internet is not connected with this. Yes, yes. How to mark the vouchers? Clause 44. Yes, absolutely right. So expenses without GST, expenses without GST, how to identify? Now, let me tell you in the form of text as well as in the form of demo also, how to identify group vouchers and indirect expenses. Now, let me tell you, there is a very beautiful report available in Tally. Please remember, and this report is available since last so many years, more than 10 years. This report is available, but very few people know about it. Sure. Let us go to display, then account books and group vouchers. This is a report, group vouchers, where you will be able to get all the vouchers recorded under ledgers under a particular group. I am pressing enter. Indirect expenses, I am pressing indirect expenses. So now this is the data for the month of March only. Uh, for the simplicity purpose, I am keeping the data small so that the report opens quickly. Now what I can do, I can go to this apply filters, and inside apply filters, what I can do, there is a button here. Let me tell you the button. This is multi-feature and advanced features. These two buttons are available. Now it will work just like the previous filters we had. Multi-filter, I am just going to this multi-filters. Now which field you want to verify? Now let us go to ledger name not containing GST. Means the voucher where there is no ledger with the name GST. I am pressing enter. These are the vouchers where there is no GST. I am opening this. Airtel Internet. This is something related to indirect expenses. Let us check whether it is grouped under indirect expenses. It is indirect expenses only. So we have debited Airtel expenses, means telephone expenses, as Airtel Internet, and no GST is charged. No GST is charged in these vouchers. Is it possible that Airtel, the company like Airtel, is sending us the bill and they are not charging GST? Is it possible? No, not at all. Airtel is registered under GST and they are charging GST. But why we are not recording the GST in accounting? Why we are not claiming the GST? It is quite possible that the accountant doesn't understand anything about it, or it is quite possible that we have not provided our GST number to them. Hence, they are filing the return in B2C and not in B2B section. You can check any voucher here, any voucher here. This is 8,000. No GST is charged. So are these vouchers correct? I'm just talking about query shooting. You can shoot any number of queries. Report can be shortened by removing payment. Ankurji, please remember, if we shorten the report, if we remove the payment voucher, it will reduce the expenses. We want all the expenses. Payment voucher also include expenses. Please remember, this is Indian Overseas Bank current account. Please check it. It is Airtel Internet expenses account is debited. Profit and loss account is getting affected. So there is no need. Rather, we should not remove any payment voucher. All the expenses are visible here. There is no voucher which is not an expense voucher. That's why I told in the beginning itself, this is a very, very uncommon report. Even if it is available since last 10 years, more than 10 years, even if it is available since last 10 years, nobody, very few people hardly knows about this report, and very few people know how to use this report. It is a really beautiful report. Please repeat last step. Okay. I am going back once again and telling you how we can do it. This is gateway of Telescreen. Inside gateway of Telescreen, I am going to display, then account books, then group vouchers, then indirect expenses. You can do it for purchase accounts as well as direct expenses. And here, what we can do, we can go to apply filters, and apply filter, inside apply filters, we can click on this multi filter. Multi filter any field, let us say ledger name containing or not containing, rather not containing GST. The expenses where there is no GST. It is useful for tax audit report. It is useful for checking whether the ITC is claimed or not. Next, transaction with particular GST number. If you want to know how many transactions are there with a particular GST number, when and how it is useful. Sure. Let me tell it to you, doesn't matter. Let us go to daybook report. We will go to the daybook report and we will identify all the transactions. Daybook is a report which shows us all the transactions for a particular period or for a particular date. Let us say March to March. I am checking the daybook report for the month of March, and what I am doing, I am going to this apply filter, and inside apply filter, I am just copying and pasting this number, GST number. I have this particular GST number, and I want to check where this GST number is used so far. I am pressing it. Control C, Control V works in Tally also now. Earlier it was Control Alt C and Control Alt V, but now it is Control C and Control V. It is from TallyPrime. In Tally ERP9, it is Control Alt C, Control Alt V. I am pressing enter. There are no vouchers here. Let me change the month. Let me make it August to August. Let me check, are there any vouchers? In the month of March, there are no vouchers. Now it is the GST number of Indian Railway Catering and Tourism Corporation Limited, IRCTC. It is about train tickets. Now what I can do, I can check whether the same GST number is used for some other ledger also, with some other name. It is quite possible that you are using a wrong GST number. You means your staff, your client is using the wrong GST number for particular ledger. In that case, the ITC may not be available to that, and Tally won't show the error in GST return. Please remember, Tally won't show the error in GST return. So this can also be checked with the help of this facility, and this facility is available in TallyPrime 3.0 only. It is not available in TallyPrime previous versions. So there are so many dimensions to the same feature. I am discussing one particular feature with you. Please remember, only one feature. There are some other features also, but only one feature is being discussed now. It is up to us only how we look at a particular thing, and auditing is mostly about the query shooting only. Now you can check. I have checked the daybook report for the whole year. That's why it took certain amount of time, extra time. Now you can check whether the same GST, whether there is any new name. All the names are same or not. So all the names are same. This one GST number is used in one particular client only. It is not used in another client. Sure, let us go ahead. So we are continuing with query shooting. So far we have checked 4 queries. Let us go ahead with query shooting. Party address containing, not available in previous version. It is available in TallyPrime. Party address containing Mandoli, Mandoli. Where to look for it? I am just pressing escape and I am checking where I can look for it. Party address containing Mandoli. Many a times you need to search text in vouchers, and earlier this facility was not available. Now this facility is available. You can search any text anywhere. You can search any text anywhere. Even if it is written in any field, Tally will be able to search that text and give you the result according to the criteria you have given. Ledger master. Okay, Bhavesh. Yes. So just to save time, I am going to this daybook report, and I am selecting the period as okay. Instead of March, let me select September to September, and let me check. Now once again I am clicking on the supply filter, and up I am typing Mandoli. After typing Mandoli, let us check whether I get anything. Yes, I have got Eco Bills Private Limited. I am pressing enter. I am pressing enter here. I am pressing control enter, and you may check it is Mandoli here, Mandoli Road. So Tally has searched from the ledger master also, and from address. Okay, let us go to the next item quickly. We can find it from daybook, from ledger, from sale register, purchase register, wherever you want. Sales to unregistered parties. Once again, we are back to GST aspect. Sales to unregistered parties. From where we can check it? From statistics in sales register, we can check it. Let us go. Press escape, escape, escape. DSS, display statement of account statistics. Now let us go to sales voucher, and in the month of March only, let us check just to keep the things simple. I am pressing Control F. Does it work here? Control F will not work here. Now what we need to do? Apply filter means Control F first, and then go to multi filter. Inside multi filter, GST party GSTIN. Containing unregistered, enter and accept. There is nobody here. Let me change the period here. April to April, nothing is appearing here. So we can safely assume that there is nothing, no sales have been made to unregistered persons. Discount given more than 10%. It is our habit to give discounts to our customers. Have we given more than 10% discount to any customer? Now, if you want to check sales voucher, and if there are more than 10,000 sales vouchers, it will be extremely difficult for you to check it. Once again, we can go to statistics, and once again, we can check it. Now, let us check. This is the statistics report. I have opened the sales data. Now, I am going to apply filter, and inside apply filter, I am applying multi filter. Then any field, I am typing discount percentage greater than 10. This discount field is newly added by Tally. It is not available in previous version. I am pressing enter, and let us check. Kusum trade. I am pressing enter. This is the amount of discount we have given, 11%. Why we have given the 11% discount to the client? I am getting so many hearts. Thank you very much for your response. And these hearts are not for me. This thumbs up is not for me. It is for Tally only. I know, because Tally has given us this power. Yes, let us go ahead. Transactions recorded on Sundays. There may be certain businesses which do not work on Sundays. Absolutely no working on Sundays. So frauds are normally committed on holidays. So is there any voucher? Not possible that no sales to unregistered party. Yes, in this data, it is the result. Transaction recorded on Sundays. What to do now? You can check any transaction on Sundays. You can go to the daybook report. I am pressing escape, escape, and let us open the daybook report. Daybook, and inside daybook, I am just selecting the March month, and inside March month, let us check. I am pressing Control F, and I am typing Sunday only, just Sunday. Let us check whether we get any transaction that is recorded on Sunday. That is not available. Let me change the period. August to August, I am selecting the 1 month period only. There is a transaction recorded on Sundays. Office expenses ₹37. Let us check. 28th August is Sunday only. It is Sunday only. You can do one more thing. Transactions recorded on Sunday. I have selected the period as August only. If we select the whole year daybook, it will show the complete data. Now let us do one more thing. Let us go to daybook. This can be done otherwise also, but Tally has given this option. Let us select January to January for keeping the data small, and let us select August to August once again, and let us check whether there is any transaction on 15th August. Sometimes we may work on Sunday, but we do not work on 15th August. So 15 AUG, let us type and press enter. Look for, I am just typing and pressing enter. Yes, this sales bill was recorded on 15th August. It is a Monday. So you can search for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, anything. Quite possible. Within state sales, if you want to identify the number of transactions where within state sales is there, how to identify? Let us go to sales register. Now we will be working through sales register. Pressing escape, escape. Display account books, ledger, sales register, sorry, display account books and sales register. This is sales register. I am opening the sales register for one particular month, and I want to identify the sales within state. How to identify? Let us go to apply filter. Inside apply filter, let us go to multi filter, and inside multi filter, let us type party state containing. I am from Maharashtra, so I am searching for Maharashtra. I am from Maharashtra. I want to search within state sales, that is Maharashtra. These are the vouchers where the party is within Maharashtra only. Out of state sales. Let us once again search out of state sales. How to identify out of state sales? Now, can anybody tell me? This was not available in previous version, available in TallyPrime only. I am once again applying filter. Then multi filter. Any field, not any field. Party state not containing Maharashtra. Even if you type MAHA, it is okay. These are the parties which are not registered in Maharashtra. Let us check the Tally solutions where it is registered. I am just clicking on pressing control enter. Tally solutions is registered in Karnataka, Bangalore. So it is not from Maharashtra. So these are the transactions which are out of state for me. For audit purpose, it is really needed. Interstate sales with CGST or SGST. This is a common mistake which is committed. Many a times this common mistake is committed. Means it is an interstate sales for me, but I have charged CGST and SGST instead of charging IGST. Very, very big mistake. And it can be identified sale register or voucher type. You can use any option for this. I am inside sale register only. I am opening this sale register. How to identify it? Once again, go to apply filters, and inside apply filters, let us go to multi filter once again. Then what to do? Party state containing or not containing Maharashtra and ledger name containing CGST. Now the condition, I have used two conditions. Party name is Maharashtra and ledger name not containing CGST, or alternatively, I can use some other condition also, some other query also, but let us check. This is end of list. Now let us check. Now this is Ascent Business Solution. This is a voucher which is recorded with CGST and SGST, and let us check the state for this. It is Kolkata, West Bengal. So state is West Bengal. The GST number is also from West Bengal, but we have charged CGST and SGST. There may be a concern for, there may be a point for place of supply, but still it is a matter for concern for us. Now one more thing, Sales without GST. We have sold, but there is no GST. Is it a correct case? Is it a case of exempt sales or is it a mistake? This is something what we need to check. Once again, go to sales register. Sale register will provide you so many type of information, audit information. Once again, I am pressing apply filters. Inside apply filters, let us go to multi filters. Now what to check? Ledger name not containing. Now type GST. Means sales voucher without GST. This is something fishy for me. Teleconsultancy fees 20,000 to 25,000 rupees. GST should have been charged on this, but no GST is charged. Why it is not charged? Is it a case of sales to SEZ registration, or is it a normal case, or is it a mistake? So this is something we need to check. Now stock items with 28% rate. I want to check what are the stock items with 28% rate, or where I have sold the goods at 28% rate. Let me check. This is once again sales register. Now apply filter. Now just type 28. Even if you do not type percentage, doesn't matter. 28 is also okay. Let us check. This is 28% GST. This is, let me check. Sorry, Control F and 28. If you type percentage, it will be specific, little bit specific. Now here you can check. So this is 28% GST product. Now once again, you can go to stock summary also. You can check it from sales register. Stock items with no rate. Is it important for us? Stock items where there is no GST. Anchit ji, you are absolutely right. These were shown in mismatch report in GST return. Yes, absolutely right. But I am giving you one more direction. You can do the same thing in variety of ways. Many a times it may happen. Now one more point, please remember. Anchit Agrawal ji, आपसे मैं बात कर रहा हूं अभी. मैं सभी से बात कर रहा हूं वैसे. But specifically, I am answering your query. Many a times it happens that your accountant may accept the error forcibly. There is a feature in Tally where user can accept the error, clear the error forcibly. Even if there is an error, there is a button accept as is. If you press that button, the voucher will be removed from the error list and you won't find error in the GSTR1 or GSTR3 report. In that case, this particular feature is useful. Yes. 2-3 points are remaining. We will be ending by 4:30 as per our schedule. Don't worry. Stock item with no rates. Let us go to stock item with no rates. Press escape. We can go to stock summary report. Let us go to stock summary report. Inside stock summary, I am pressing F5 and here I am applying filter. After applying filter, I am going to multi filter. Inside multi filter, I am going to GST or IGST rate as 0. Enter, accept. In these stock items, there is no GST rate. No GST rate is specified in these stock items. GST rate overview. There is one more beautiful report available in Tally, GST rate overview. We have nothing to do as far as filters is concerned in this report. Let me show you the report. Display more reports, then statutory reports, GST reports, GST utilities, GST rate setup, and inside this GST ledger. You can check all the ledgers where there is GST rate setup. You can check all the rates and very quickly you can identify if there is any mistake in one particular ledger. It will be an overview for you very quickly. Even if there are more than 1000 ledgers, you can identify all the ledgers and you can do your checking work very easily. Now, similarly, it is available for stock item also. How you can check it for stock items? You can do the same thing. Once again, I am showing it to you from 0. This is display more reports, then statutory reports, then GST reports, then GST utilities, then GST rate setup and stock item. It is available for groups, ledgers, stock group and stock items. Just click on this. You will be able to check the GST rate for all the stock items very easily. So now we have come to the end of our session. After audit, there are 2-3 slides only. After audit, once again, you need to log the data because your data is completed. You have checked the data and you can email the data back up to you for the purpose of safety, for keeping it safe. This is again a very simple tip. You might be doing this already. Now I am asking you 3 questions, very simple 3 questions. Before you ask any question to me, I am asking you, did you find this session useful? Give me honest feedback. Shreya Solanki, Anupama Agrawal, Satya Ranga, Rahul Kushwa, Lakshman, Darshan, Vishwanath Nayak, absolutely useful. Rajesh Kumar, Bhavesh, Shah, Chandan Jain, Shiv Narayan Dubey, Karthik, Akshay, very useful. Mohsin Sheikh, yes. Thank you, Deepak Verma ji. Thank you everyone for your love and support and hearts, thumbs up. So many things are there.
The reaction says it also. It was such a engaging session. ऐसा लग रहा था it was like an auditorium and people are asking questions and everything is getting resolved immediately.
Question answers are still pending और 2 question मेरे और pending है, वो भी मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ. चलिए, thank you very much. हाँ, will you be able to do audit faster? अगर आपको ये यूजफुल लग रहा तो डेफिनेटली इसका आंसर यस ही होने वाला है, मुझे पता है. एंड वन मोर थिंग, डू यू विश टू लर्न मोर एंड सेव मोर टाइम, एफर्ट्स एंड मनी? अगर आप इसके और आगे जाना चाहते हैं, इफ यू वांट टू लर्न फर्दर, सो आई हैव वन ऑप्शन फॉर यू. I am clicking a link, one particular link in the option. You can click on that link and check the option. I am not explaining the option here. You can check on this link and do as per your wish, do the needful. So I have pasted the link. You can click on the link and do the needful. It is a 10-day live course on GST and Tally. If you want, you can opt for this course. Now you can ask the questions. This is a course, live online course, 10 sessions. Yes.
So have we taken the questions of Q&A?
No, I am taking the Q&A, no problem at all. Yes. Should we enter GST login credentials? Mohammed C. For what should we enter GST login credentials? For what? Where? In Tally itself. If you want to, in Tally it is not needed. How to reconcile with portal? How to reconcile with portal? Yes, you can reconcile in 2 ways, either manually or you can reconcile automatically by importing JSON file from portal. You can import JSON file for GSTR1, GSTR2A and GSTR2B. Everything is possible in Tally. So to some extent you can import. First of all, you import it, and after importing there will be majority of matches. There will be some few mismatches. You can do that mismatches. You can reconcile mismatches manually. CA Jaman Varghese, can we find out the username if we are use different users in this particular case on Sunday? Yes, definitely you can find out the username who has entered this transaction. This feature is available in security control. Sneha says yes sir, amazing. Thank you very much Sneha ji. Dharmendra Kumar Sina, yes, thank you. How to import JSON for reconciliation? If you go to Tally GSTR1, there is one button on the top, import, and after clicking the import button, you will be directed to the file location in your computer. But for that purpose, first you need to go to GST portal, download the JSON from that file, JSON file from that portal, and save it in your computer, your hard disk. How to log the data? It is a matter of security control. Chandan ji, just wait. I am giving my contact details to you. You can ask your personal queries also. No problem at all. Sir, stock item create करते समय एक 5% rate show होता है. वो क्या होता है? Where you get the 5% rate? By default, there is no rate set in Tally. You have to type the rate. Sir, I was your student in ITT in Nagpur, Nishant Agarwal, with respect to data import from SAP software and Tally. You can, if you are in Nagpur, you can come to my office, you can contact me personally. Is there any receivable management in Tally, like auto mailing of invoices, reminder, statement of account? Yes, it is available, but it is not by default available. To some extent, it is by default available. You need to buy some add-on for this if you want absolute automation. Sanu PV, sir, we have to reconcile manual GSTR to be. Can we do it? You can do it manually as well as in auto mode also. You can download the GSTR to be in JSON format from portal and you can import it in Tally. Please share your contact details here. I am sharing my detail in the form of PowerPoint presentation only. Don't worry. These are the contents for 10 days live course which I am conducting. I have pasted the link. There will be 2 faculties for this. And now these are my contact details. Please remember, these phone numbers are my office phone numbers. This is not my personal number. So sometimes you may get confused, but you can definitely get help on these numbers. And in case you wish to connect with me directly, just call on this number. Then I will give you my direct number to you also. I am not deliberately giving my number here because I don't know where this video will go. And I do not want my number to be exposed to the whole world. This is the only concern. Yes. Komalji, it is over from my side. Now,
thank you
you may
so
take
much,
control
sir.
of the paper.
Yeah, I am sure people got enough time to look through the course details as well.
Yes.
So hoping, and thank you so much once again. It was a very entertaining session and very engaging. Thank you so much, sir. I will now end the session.